Hi everybody, my name is Lisa Bobiak, Living Fully Balanced, where I help smart, passionate women who are struggling with exhaustion. They are so passionate about things and the people they love that they are busy and they are overwhelmed by doing it all. And I want to share a story with you today. It's a story about one of my clients. We met at a coffee shop. We were going to have our coaching session there. And I watched her walk in. And she looked so adorable, like just adorable. She had on a leather form-fitting jacket. She had on really cute boho jewelry. I could tell that she took time to style her, it's kind of long to me, hair in these loose beachy waves. And she had these knee-high boots on. She totally rocked it. She looked vivacious and energetic. And I know how old she is, right? She's going to be 50 this year, yet she doesn't look any older than her two young adult kids, because I've seen pictures. So that's the image that I have of her as she's walking into the coffee shop. And as she gets her coffee and she's settling in on a chair, to have our conversation, she starts sharing with me about what's going on in her life. And she slowly reveals, actually not so slowly, relatively quickly reveals to me that she is exhausted. She is really struggling to keep it all together. So she starts telling me about her husband's new job, and it's a promotion, and that means he is really into the busyness of his work, and so she's feeling really disconnected from him. And she's telling me about the worry she has on her head and on her heart for one of her sons who's in college. She's afraid that he's not going to graduate because this kid has not been doing what she had hoped he'd been doing, and his grades are not the way she had hoped. And her mother-in-law isn't doing well, and so every day after her own full-time job, she goes to check on her mother-in-law and take care of her mother-in-law because she feels that's her responsibility since her husband can't do it with his job. So she's telling me all of this, and she says, Lisa, honestly, I am one hot mess. Her words, not mine. And it struck me that what I saw on the outside was energetic, vivacious. She was rocking it. Like she looked like she had it all together. Yet she's telling me she's a hot mess and she's overwhelmed and she's exhausted and she's having a tough time keeping it together. Her outsides didn't match her insides. What I want you to know is that she is so not unique. She's so not unique. In my experience as a coach for women and in my experience of working with women's organizations and groups, we all struggle with having our insides match our outsides. The inner dialogue is very different than what the outside world sees. And it's not okay with me. I want us to be able to show up raw and real, knowing that we won't be judged. My client was able to get into that space of just sharing with me from her heart because she knew I wouldn't judge. And she knew together we would come up with maybe not solutions, but we'd work on her challenges together, collectively and collaboratively. Women all over our culture, and I'm wondering if maybe you're one of them, feel like we can't show up like ourselves without being judged. And so then we don't. We tend to wear a veil and we share just the pretty stuff on Facebook, right? And we look the part, yet our internal dialogue doesn't match that. So while on the outside, we might be saying, I'm pretty, I'm confident, I'm calm, but yet on the inside, We're screaming, I am so not enough. And you're not alone if you've heard those thoughts before. So what do we do about it? What do we do about that? We hear the word authenticity a lot. Authenticity right now, to me, is a buzzword. Every person is describing themselves as authentic. Authentic leadership, authentic entrepreneurship. I'm an authentic coach. We overuse that word authentic, and we talk about authenticity, and it's not helpful. I believe it is not helpful for us to talk about it. Overusing the word authenticity is not helpful. But what is? It's showing up and being who you are. So my suggestion to all of us, so that we create a space and a culture where we don't have to feel like we need to run on empty in order to get it all done, so that we can feel like we are enough because we are. I want us all to show up raw and real and ready to share. When we know there is no judgment between us, only support and collaboration, just imagine how much better you would feel, I would feel, how much more we could celebrate each other. So I'm kind of over with the word authenticity, although I love the definition. I actually liked it about a year or two ago, but now with its overuse and everyone telling me that they're authentic, I'd rather be shown. I don't need to be told your label. Just show me who you are. And I hope that you hear that from me, that we can create a shift and a change when we all show up as ourselves, raw and real. Even if we don't know who we are completely, we're all on this journey together. So if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about how to live authentically, or how to have a fulfilling, real, and raw life, I'd love for you to download my free ebook. It's called 7 Days to Loving Your Life Again. I will include the link in this feed after I'm done with this. And I want you to know that every quarter I run a program called the Love Your Life Again program. And it's where a small cohort of women get together and we work through strategies and structures and foundations so that we can absolutely and do stop the running on empty, and we show up real and we love our lives again. So that's starting up in April, and if you know you'd like to learn more about it, I'll add the link also below and the link to my calendar so you can get on my calendar. When you schedule a strategy session with me before the 4th, actually on the 4th or earlier, April 4th or earlier, I would like to offer you a decisive action discount. So if we have a strategy session on the 4th or earlier, and you and I know that there are some services that meet your needs, I want to give you 20% off of that. So if that's something you'd like, I will include my link to my scheduler below. I just want you to know we don't have to talk about authenticity. We don't have to label ourselves as authentic. Just show up. Show up for your friends and for others. Real, authentically. Sometimes it's raw. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's quirky. But just show up. It's good talking with you. My name's Lisa Babiak, Living Fully Balanced, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments.